Hello everybody, my name is Miriam Divine and I'm going to do a full moon reading. I wasn't quite sure I was going to do one and I just kept seeing this deck and I don't know why, I just kind of get this weird feeling. I don't know if any of you else have been feeling this since like the end of September, right now in October. It's been really kind of strange, like everything's been on a sidestep. You know, September was this different energy completely and now we've been in this weird feel, or maybe it's just me. I'm going to do a full moon reading, and I saw this deck. This is my Light Seers deck. They've all been cleansed and stuff, and I got Inanna, I think, is going to come through, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm just, you know, she's been in my field for a very long time, but I haven't worked with her a whole lot. But she's definitely there, and actually it does go over here. And we'll see. And now, if you really understand Inanna, she's coming through with a lot of stuff, right? Okay, so this is probably good. Oops, here's an extra one. Okay, this makes sense. This one goes here, like this. Okay. And you can hear my cat is attacking the door. I might have to get up and let her out. That's Luna, my cat, by the way. Luna, stop it. Okay, so that might be something. There might be something going on in your field, an attack on the door. I'm not sure if we have a attack or not. I'm not quite sure. So let's kind of feel into this. I just got back from a 4-day, you know, spa retreat of letting it go out in Lancaster. Beautiful, beautiful retreat. Did facials and all that kind of stuff. So maybe that's part of my real weird mood because I've just let go of so many things. But we'll see. So Inanna, what I started to go about earlier about Inanna, she's been rewritten many times. You know, you ever heard of Inanna goes to Ishtar, Ishtar goes to Isis in Egypt, or Ishtar, and then she kind of goes off into possibly Aphrodite and Venus. You know, some people say she might even be in the Mary energy. And honestly, Inanna is also a rewrite. You know, all of the primordial, before primordial Babylonian. Luna. My God, she's going crazy, right? She wants to see in the window. Okay, but just give me like a couple shakes of a lamb's tail. I'm going to put my cat in the window. Luna, come on. It's not even open for you. Here, I'll open it. Oh, there you go. Get some fresh air. Okay. Actually, let me close the door too while we're at it, just in case. We don't need any more intruders. Okay. So, now I was kind of talking a little bit about Inanna. She's, you know, the Greeks called it primordial, but there were gods and goddesses, and they kind of used the Babylonians and stuff as the primordial. And Inanna has a different name. That's just the name the Babylonians gave her, or the Assyrians, or whoever you want to call them. So the Sumerians, I think, is the ones with Inanna. Anyway, Babylon might be Ishtar. I gotta have to look it up again. You can all do the research. So let's start flipping the cards and see what we got here. So there's a journey, right? And this is a mental journey. It's like there's a chase going on. And you're going to get tools, right, along the way. Look at this card. There's a tools going to come your way in this running after this bird. And you almost got magic all in your steps and even on the ground. Look, here's a little magic just laying on the ground here, coming out of you. So there's a journey. And somebody's left tools for you. Yes, a definite journey, because here we have the Knight of Swords followed by the Knight of Wands, right? More tools, right? Part of our letting it go was with horses. I literally got to brush and clean a horse for the first time ever. And look, she's playing music, fire music, wand music, energy, creation. She's creating something. It's really interesting. We've got double knights. It's like this is a big journey. It's not just a little journey, like one journey. It's a bigger journey. And like I said, a very subdued message from the earth, right? The Page of Pentacles in reverse. Look at that card a little bit closer. But it's like the earth is telling you something, but it's hidden. It's subdued. It's there. But you're maybe not even meant to know what the message is, but there's a journey with a message, and this might be your message. And look, the Sun card, right? Inanna was this, I won't say she was a sun goddess, but she was definitely a heavenly goddess. And here's the sun, right? And the sun is not necessarily Inanna. The sun represents An, or as the rewrite eventually goes, blah, 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 all the way up to what they rewrite as God. In, you know, the Christian or Abrahamic religions, you know, I kind of include all the Abrahamic religions together. And there's been a rewrite of that into that. And it's a very subdued, but this is a very bright energy. Look, it's like blasting into your heart, right? In fact, it's not even in your heart. Your heart is like blasting up as something's blasting into your mind. And it's something about dreams with your family. This is a family. It's your tribe card, right? You're dreaming. This is not necessarily you having this, like you're dreaming. Look, he's either dreaming when he was young or he's dreaming of becoming young. Same with the dog. Like, I was a young boy and now look, it's this happy memories of the past, and the past is happy memories of the future. It's dreams, and past and present are kind of like that. You know, when you're young, you dream about growing up and doing whatever it is, you know, like us little boys always wanted to be astronauts and stuff. Well, when you're old, you start dreaming about being little boys again and wanting to go back to those days. And the same with the dog. If you look at this, we have the dogs in here too. The dog is also dreaming. You know, cats and dogs and animals are slightly different, but they dream. Have you ever seen a dog twitch its leg as it's running in its dream as it's sleeping? They're dreaming too. So this is reflections of the past and into the future. So this journey, subdued reflections with very powerful stuff. And look, we got another dog and another and a reverse 10 of Pentacles. Now the 10 of Pentacles is like this ending celebration. Look, here's a bunch of lanterns. This is like a very turning point in your earthbound journey. You might be doing really well right now, but it's a pivot. It's a change. This is the journey. Some type of reflections with divine, massive divine power from nature, from Mother Nature, from, you know, Father, Son, if you want to look at it that way. And it's because of your reflections into you. And look, your rebirth, right? Now it came out in reverse, death and rebirth, or it's rebirth and death, right? So it's a reflection card. Look, even here, look at the star, the sun, with inside the face. Oh my God, my cat is losing it again. It's not that this card gets, you know, turned around or death and rebirth, because it's an infinity. See the little infinity up in here? It's this cycle of what's going on, right? This pivot is a cycle. And it's a subdued, more subdued cycle, as we see. It's kind of like that left-hand twist. We're all in a left shift. If you always took a left shift out of reality, that's where we're at. And oh my gosh, we couldn't get any more amazing. Look, the world shows up again with Mother Earth, meaning that there's massive fulfillment for you in this journey. And it's, I'm not sure yet, it possibly could include, you know, wealth and all that, but I think there's more to it than that. I think it's a very spiritual rebirth, especially with this, you know, actionable journey that you just took, and it's an actionable journey. Mother Earth is responding subduedly. Father Sun is responding massively because of this, and it's a definite change and rebirth into this massive field. And look at the Three of Cups, right? Again, it's a tribe. You're getting a tribe of friends who are helping you. And look, you're all chasing fireflies. You're all chasing these things. And the Eight of Wands, right? Very, very focused energy, right? Look how they're all just jammed right into this one little spot. It's almost like like there's something that you needed to change and do, and it's just one thing, and that one thing is going to make all the difference. Let's see, what's our last? This was the odd card. There is somewhere in your energy field a thief. This is in your journey. This is like an obstacle. There's a thief trying to steal your voice, trying to steal your magic, trying to steal this journey from you. And this is your journey, of course. Do we need any more cards for this? Oh, let's think about this. Let's see. Do I see any more decks? The Witch's deck, the Women in Control of Herself, just keeps coming into my mind. But is that true, or is that just me because I used that earlier? I think it is. So we're going to go ahead and draw one, at least one, from the Woman in Control of Herself. I have to roll my chair around, sorry. And do I see any other ones? No. Not yet, anyway. So, and of course I got it in a nice little fancy bag, in a box, and everything else. So let's see what we got with this. So I'm going to go ahead and stir them up a little bit. You know, I cleansed them earlier, but we're going to go ahead and clean them up a little bit more. Boy, I'm messing up my thing here. And let's see, it's this one. I just felt it. Okay, that was an easy, quick. We might read the little book on it. And the Dancer with the goat, right? Now look at this card. Can we get it? Oh, look, we get like a weird, like almost like a sun from my lights. I'm not even sure where that light is. Isn't that neat? Like she's dancing with the sun. Sometimes we have to let go and just dance, right? Sometimes the journey's here, it's before you, but you need to kind of yourself sidestep just a little bit. Just a little bit to the left. You need to sidestep. And the journey will make perfect sense. You don't need to focus as much, even though it says one step is all you need to do. Maybe one dance step, one type of dance, one move in your life is going to bring this, you know, this is forward and beginning. It's going to bring the journey in reverse, right? It's going to take it each way. Life is like a spiral, right? And this one thing is going to spiral out. So I don't think there's much more in this other than you're going to have this amazing journey. And let me see, anything else in the field? Anything else coming out for the full moon? I think somebody said it's a harvest moon or a hunter's moon. I don't know. It depends on how you look at it, which culture you believe in. But it's a full moon for sure. I think that's it. I don't feel anything else part of this. So much love to you all. Have a very good night. Let's see if I can get the little hearts in there. Can I get the hearts? Maybe not. Okay. Bye, everybody.